He went down, he stepped down, and he met that man of unsound mind, and he grabbed him and hugged him.
Yes.
And he never turned him loose until the power of God not only saved that man, but he was delivered from those demons right there under the tent.
Yes.
Because I'm coming to the final round, which is great faith.
Amen.
Faith and little faith, but they're great faith.
That's right.
What I'm saying to us today, don't settle for little faith.
Yes. Yes.
Don't even stop at the faith where you got saved, but grow.
Grow. That's right.
Grow.
Grow. Yes.
God, it is God's will that we have
Thank you.
great faith.
Amen.
There was a woman in the Bible who had an issue. I'm not talking about the one with the issue of blood. I'm talking about one whose daughter was sick.
Yeah.
The woman who came to Jesus and said, Master, I want you to help me.
Yes.
My daughter is sick.
Amen.
Bible said Jesus answered her not a word. I don't know how you feel if somebody insults you. Some folks, if they feel insulted, you might not see them again. You might not hear from them again. But that determines what level of faith you're operating in.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you're operating in just faith or little faith, you're easily offended.
That's
Amen.
right.
You're easily turned out of the way.
Yes.
But this woman asked Jesus for help. She was in need of help. And Jesus answered her not a word.
Yes.
While she was there wondering whether or not he heard, the disciples of Jesus came from wherever they went to buy food. They came and saw the woman and Jesus seemingly in conversation. They told Jesus, Master, drive that woman away.
Yes.
And don't tell me that the woman didn't hear what the disciples said.
Amen.
Because where they were talking to Jesus was further away from where the woman was talking to Jesus. In other words, Jesus did not answer her, and maybe you said you would be feeling insulted. But the woman stood there nonetheless. The disciples came and they were adding insult to injury.
Yes.
Because they shouted to Jesus, telling him to run the woman away. And she heard all of that, but she stood there just the same.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Then Jesus finally spoke. And Jesus said to the woman, Woman, I was not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Jesus said to that woman, I cannot take my children's bread and give it to dogs. Sometimes it makes you wonder which is better. I shared with Pastor, I said, listen, Pastor, sometimes if you say something, some people are offended. If you don't say anything, they're offended. Sometimes you wonder what you do.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Jesus did not answer the woman. And now Jesus did say something. He said, I can take my children's bread and give it to dogs. But let me tell you something. When you're operating in great faith,
Glory.
nothing will move you.
My,
That's
my.
right. That's right.
Yes.
Paul said, nor height, nor depth, nor principalities, nor things present, nor things to come. When you're operating in great faith, oh, you can step over some things.
Yes.
When you're operating in great faith, yes, you'll manage. So the woman said, Lord, you said it right. But she said, even as a dog, I'll wait under the table. And when the crumbs fall, she said, that'll be all right for me.
Amen.
Jesus looked at that woman and said, Woman, great is your faith.
Yes.
We do not need to settle with faith or little faith. We need to grow studying the word, understanding the word, until we are possessors of great faith.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, I give you the shot of your life today. Suppose I was to tell you now that all that I have said before is my introduction.